Hi guys, author of the Interactive Algebra Workbook here to show you a couple problems that I find students struggle with. So I wrote 3 problems down that are all similar but uniquely different. The first one has an a value that's equal to 1. So let's begin by identifying that there is an a, there is a b, and there is a c in every trinomial. Here, the a value is equal to 1, the b value is equal to -5, and the c value is equal to -14. This part that the a value is equal to 1 is extremely important. It allows us to use a shortcut. So the method that I taught in class that I continue to use is the AC method with an X. You place A times C on top and B on the bottom. So just think of B for bottom. So we have 1 times -14, so you're going to put that up top, and B is -5, so you're going to put that on the bottom. You need to think about factors of 14, that when you multiply you get -14, and when you add you get -5. That is -7 and 2. Please keep in mind the reason why we're using this method is to expand the B value. Let's say we want to rewrite this. X squared minus 7x plus 2x minus 14. If you're wondering how I came up with these values, x squared comes from the first term, -7x and 2x come from our factors, and -14 the last term. So what you see here is that we just expanded the b value. -7 plus 2x equals -5. Because the a value is equal to 1, we can use the shortcut, or we can factor by grouping. Whenever you have a set of 4, group them, and take out a GCF. Well, that's x, left hand side is x minus 7. Do the same thing with the second group. 2 is in common, so I'll take out a plus 2, and I have x minus 7. Your goal is to make sure that these two groups match each other, and they do. So now I can group these GCFs into x plus 2 and x minus 7. Problem 2 is exactly the same as problem 1. We have an a, a b, and a c. It is a trinomial and it's a quadratic. A equals 4, b equals -27, and c equals 45. So what you're going to do is draw the x again. You're going to take the a times the c and place it on top. 4 times 45 is 180. -27 goes on the bottom, remember B for bottom. And then you need to identify the factors of 180 that can add to give you -27. So you're going to take your calculator and you're going to divide 180 by potential factors. So I'm thinking divide 180 by 2, I get 90. 90 plus 2 is not 27. So you keep going. Finally, I've found 2 factors that when you add together, you get that 27. Well, it's negative. So how can I get a -27 in addition and in multiplication get a positive 180? The only way is that they're both negative. -15 and -12. Okay, now we need to bring down that first term. I have 4x squared. Bring over both factors, -15x, -12x, and drop down the c value. When you have 4 terms, you need to factor by grouping. This has a negative. I don't want to separate it from the 12, so I'm going to group 4x squared minus 15x and place a plus sign in between the 2 groups. -12x plus 45. Next, take out those GCFs in each of your groups. So between these 2, GCF is just x. So I have 4x minus 15. In the second group, I want this group to match this one, right? And I want this sign to be negative. So I need to take out a negative value. Take out a -3. That's the only way that I'm going to get 4x in this group. And now I have a positive 4x and I have a minus 15. When they match each other, you are on the right track. Now, group the GCFs and drop down what they have in common. Question 3 looks like a challenging problem. However, it is also a trinomial and a quadratic, except you're not going to take 36 and multiply it by 25 and look for those factors. Why? 36 and 25 have something very unique about them. 36 is a perfect square, as is x squared. 25 is also a perfect square, but do not start by assuming this is a perfect square trinomial until you check the center value. So what you're going to do is take the result of square rooting these two terms and you get 6x. The result, 5. You're going to take these two and you're going to multiply them together by 2. This is really important that you make sure this matches. 6 times 5 is 30 and 30 times 2 is 60. So it is a perfect square trinomial. When you have a perfect square trinomial, all you need to do is take the results of each and the sign from the middle, first two terms. So 6x minus 5 squared. I hope this was helpful, guys. If you need any more assistance with mathematics, please check out my book. It is on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles.